but you also get experience. As we've seen now, I'm just going to continue on here. Carry on with the quest as they have requested. Now, as again with most wall games, I have a little yellow arrow to tell you where to go. Now, as I said, you should explore places. Now, this is a town, so I'm not going to explore it far too much just now because, as I already know, you do get carried on to most of it as you go on, which will happen with most towns. I wouldn't recommend going in to explore too much into towns. It's when you're on the open wild. You want to get places where there's like random dungeons that you wouldn't get normally from the quest chain, which will have loot, bosses, and obviously extra experience and stuff that you want.
What can I do to help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Okay, thanks to the
Don't
bee's
worry.
knees.
I will avenge their deaths.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen.
Okay, so this guy didn't take a lot of effort to convince, clearly. Either that or he doesn't care if I die. So, quest to kill the wretched mother. So, like you've seen with the ability, this shot just literally pierces through stuff. Which, does seem a tad overpowered just now, but as I've seen, abilities do start to become a bit
have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers.
So you do get checkpoints, so this happens if you leave the game, or for some reason you crash, then this is exactly where you start back. So I'm just powering through and killing stuff with my piercing arrow. Now let's see what the Impaled Dart does. Well, that does a lot of damage, as you can see. Okay, so it does seem very, very easy, I can imagine, but believe me when I say the difficulty does increase fast.
I will never
now, the lore that comes out the bottom right hand corner is when you kill a new monster you've never experienced before, you get a little person coming up and telling you a little bit about it. Again, stuff that I know fine well you're going to come across. I will not bore you with forcing you to listen to it. Now, this is, as I was saying before, a random dungeon that you can get through the places. So this one, everyone will get it. It's just the fact it may appear in a random different place. So if you've watched another video, it may not be here, maybe further up. So as you've seen, when I was throwing this knife, it is going to cost 25 hatred, which is a fifth of what we have just now. So as you've seen, other than the Hungering Arrow, it drains it quite fast. So if I had to spam this, then there you go, it tells you your hatreds are low, and it will start just auto attacking instead. So it is good if you're doing a bit of damage to people fast, but let's be honest, you don't want to be spamming it on normal mobs. So here, there's a lot of Quill Fiends, which again will give me a new lore. Now, when I was on this last time, there was actually a boss in here, and it was only this room.
My knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my
So,
insightful missives.
this is actually quite new to me, so we'll take a walk around here and see what's here.
I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends.
Now, there's no boss in here, there's literally just some quills and no loot. Now, if you're a fan of achievements, then you should be running around killing all the barrows and stuff, which I do just because I like destroying stuff, if I'm honest. And these greys, you can pick up, but I mean, just now I'll show you just what I mean exactly. If you pick one up, then it goes into your inventory here, and it sells for 2 gold. Now, I have got almost 2k already, and I've already spent a lot, and I'll show you why later on. But I will not be picking up the greys because, well, this is not my first character, so I'm not really short on gold. But I'd recommend to do so when you first start. But again, as the game goes on, there's more mobs to kill, and they do get harder and take a lot more abilities, but to be honest, it gets more fun as you kill most of them. So I'm just running around, trying to get this quest done as fast as possible, but not missing out too much. I don't want you to think I'm skipping through. So there's random things to click on here, like this scarecrow, just drop gold. Although you will find sometimes later on in the game, when you click on stuff, it will spawn like either a boss or a mob. Now here's a damp cellar, which may be where I get this boss I was talking about earlier on. Yes, it is. So I'm just going to clear off the resin. Actually, no, the boss isn't here again. I was wrong. Shockingly. So it was a boss in here, and they dropped a nice blue last time. So this is what the kind of thing you have to do. This is why you have to explore. If you don't explore, you miss all these dungeons, which, as I said, money, experience, and more importantly for you loot hoarders, loot. So, and if you walk past little gaps of this in certain areas, you'll see mobs come up. And now, once they do, I wouldn't recommend standing close to the edge because sometimes they do start attacking you before they even get up. Now, right now, obviously, mobs don't seem much of a problem, especially for the Demon Hunter, because there's a bit of range. Now, I will admit, I was not a player of Diablo 1 at all, and Diablo 2 I only played a little bit. And like most people, the fact that once you die, you have to run all the way back to your corpse to get your loot again was slightly infuriating, and I did play it a couple of years ago, so it was a bit after the game had come out, so you can probably understand why I haven't played much of it. So, that's me killed the last wretched mother, and now it wants me to kill the wretched queen. Now, it's a very standard basic quest, but not all the quests are like this. You will see as the game goes on, and as we make more videos as well, me and Torma will post them, so we can show you a little bit more about the game. And so now, I actually just did ding, so also look at this guy who has nothing on him. I'm going to look into my skills. So, as I said before, once you open it up, it will show you new. So, we're in Hungering Arrow. Now I'm being attacked, so I'm going to kill these off now. With direct attacks, you should be targeting the mob you're hitting, but this first click is a piercing ability. So as long as you're shooting near it, or past it, it'll hit it. Now it does tell you later on, hold shift to attack without moving. So if you have an ability like my arrow, which doesn't go off unless you're attacking a mob, just hold shift, and you can do it. So if a mob is in the distance, and you want to attack as he comes, then you just hold in shift and do so. Now back to the skills. So my new primary ability is Entangling Shot. So it has Shadow Energy, slowing up to 2 enemies. So I am going to equip it to show you what it does. Now, if I'm honest, I'll probably change back to the Piercing Arrow. But I just wanted to show you this. So now, it doesn't do as much damage. It does the same to one person, sorry, but it doesn't do as much damage to everyone. So if I was fighting a lot of mobs, I'd rather the other one, but this does have a snare on it. And as people know, Diablo does have a PvP element, so it's probably more suited to that. So I'm going back to my Hungering one just now. And here's a weapon rack. Now, most of the time it'll be greys, like it is, or whites, but you do get blues on it, so they are worth checking. So let's use this piercing. Now, as I said, I can just hold shift and just start shooting away without having to move. And as I said at the start, honestly, the game is very simple, but it literally is so you can get a grip of the game without having to worry about using your abilities correctly, per se at the start as well, because, well, it's not very reasonable if you did that. So it's quite well done by Blizzard. The same as Wall, you're just running about basically just one-shotting stuff a little. So that's me done a bit of exploring of this area, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Like you've seen, there was a little keepsake box that had a journal in it. It gave me 120 XP, and at this point, 120 is quite a lot. So, the next objective is to use the waypoint. Now, if you've played Diablo before, you know these waypoints. Or if you've played any sort of dungeon RPG, they usually have waypoints like this. So, here you go. You click on the waypoint, and it'll bring up all the locations you have opened. And it'll show you your current one. And as I said, the ones you have now, at the start of the game. You don't only have 2 now. And the little timer, it shows you, sorry, a little trophy even, it shows you the little closest unlocked waypoint to your quest. So, let's click on it. Now, like I said, most of the time I'm doing this I will be rambling, so I do apologise. But this is me trying to play a game I'm still fairly new at myself, and talk at the same time.
But could you talk some sense into Leah? she won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Very noble of him. So quest complete comes up. There's your experience. There's your gold. So now we talk to Leah, see what she wants us to do regarding her uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Okay, so they want us to use the waypoint to go back to where we were, and she will open it up now. When you play the game, all this is here. Now this guy here is a blacksmith. Now it says artisan. That is because I have leveled it up on my other character, and it is shared across the account, which is very nice. It means you don't have to level professions all over and over and over and over again. Now I clicked actually talk by accident, if I'm honest. So here we go, level 3 blacksmith, and this is where you can forge some weapons, which you need materials to do. I do have a lot of the materials on my other guy, but on this guy I have none. The simple way to get materials is if you get a blue item or above, you go to salvage, click on this, and then you just click on item. Now I'm not going to salvage mine here because I do want it, but you can check about blacksmithing yourself. I'm not going to bore you with something like that just now. I'm going to carry on with the quest so you can see me kill more stuff.
Let me open the gate.
Now she had a magic key apparently.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
So yeah, you want to listen to all these people talk because it does give you a little bit of the story. I have heard it all before. Now I'm not going to bore you again, as I said, to listen to it. I'm going to carry on so you can basically see the game and see the abilities as I level up, because you level up quite fast at the start. Get some new abilities. And there's a new achievement. Now the reason I didn't get that is when I first played Diablo, the achievements were not blocked, but bugged, so I didn't actually get them.
Look, a hidden cellar.
On my main character Larius. So here we go into the hidden cellar. It's always a good idea.
Had her secrets.
Now, if you do get stuck later on when you're doing objectives, you can press M for the map, and it will flash if you're near the area you're supposed to go to. So this is literally just for me to explore the hidden cellar. So there's no sort of flashing to tell me this is where you must go. You've just to explore it. So exploring was to do that. Now, as you can see, this guy has a purple name, which means he is a boss. Now I'm just going to use up all my hatred, spamming my hatred using my impale. So I was to kill the captain and the risen, which I have now done, and he has dropped a nice shiny blue for me. Now it's a shield, which I think we all know I am not going to be using. Now it does seem, when you first see the first item, 4% better chance of finding magical items. Sounds great, which it is, to disenchant, well sorry, salvage stuff, sorry, speaking wall language again. But obviously I'm not going to use the shield, so when I get back to the blacksmith I will be salvaging that bad boy. Now, she's got the quest, so I'm just going to talk to her and carry on. Stay away.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aidan came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake.
So that's Adria, Leah's mum, talking over here. Okay, so as soon as I've come out, the Risen looking to attack me. As you've seen, they're not even a problem, so I don't really worry when they attack me. So yeah, so if you see me clicking past, it's not firing. So I want to use my pierce shot, so I'm just going to shift fire. And this does come up a lot, saying empty equipment slot. Obviously there's going to be an empty equipment slot, because you just started. Now why that's not already switched off? Okay, so I'm not going to switch off just now because, well, I don't know exactly where it is if I'm honest, and I don't want to waste your time doing that. I could do it myself later. So I'd recommend switching stuff like that off. Now it says here all my players' health bars are enabled and monsters' bars are enabled, which obviously I do want.